She could have sent it, but she didn't. Elena had already written the message. It wasn't long, it wasn't complicated, just a few lines, simple words, carefully chosen, neutral enough not to seem emotional, warm enough not to feel distant, balanced, controlled, safe. She read it once, then again, and then a third time. Not because she didn't understand it, but because she wanted to understand what it would mean if she sent it. Her thumb hovered just above the blue button. Send. One tap. That's all it would take. The message would leave her screen, travel somewhere else, become something shared, something real. Elena stared at the words. They didn't look heavy. They didn't look important, but she knew they were. Because sending a message isn't just about the words, it's about what comes after. And sometimes, what comes after is unpredictable. She leaned back slightly in her chair, the phone still in her hand, the message still waiting. Outside the window, the afternoon light had begun to fade. Shadows stretched longer across the floor. The day was slowly becoming something quieter. And so was she. Elena thought about why she had written the message. It hadn't been impulsive. It hadn't come from urgency. It had come from something softer, a moment, a memory. A quiet thought that appeared without warning, and for a second it had felt right to respond to it, to acknowledge it, to turn it into something. But now, sitting there, looking at the words, it didn't feel the same, not wrong, just unnecessary. She read it again. Every word, every pause, every space between the sentences. And suddenly, she realized something. The message wasn't for him. It had been for her. A way to process something she hadn't fully understood, a way to say something she hadn't said before. But now that it was written, she didn't need to send it. The thought settled quietly. No resistance, no conflict, just clarity. Elena placed the phone on the table, then picked it up again, not to send it, but to look at it one more time, to be sure, to feel it, to understand it completely, because sometimes the hardest part isn't writing the message, it's choosing what to do with it. She imagined pressing the button, imagined the message being delivered, imagined the small shift that would happen after. A response or silence, both equally possible, both equally powerful. But then she imagined something else. Not sending it, letting the moment stay where it was, unchanged, unshared, and somehow that felt more honest, more complete. Elena took a slow breath. Her fingers relaxed, her mind settled. There was no pressure anymore, no expectation, no need to act. She tapped the screen, selected the text, paused, and then deleted it. Not out of fear, not out of doubt, but out of understanding. The words disappeared. The space became empty, clean, quiet, but not incomplete. Because the meaning had already been felt. She didn't need to send it to make it real. She had already lived it. Elena locked the phone, placed it gently beside her coffee, and this time she didn't look at it again. Outside the window, the sky had turned soft and dim. Evening was arriving, slow, peaceful, certain, and inside the apartment everything felt still, not empty, not heavy, just finished. Because sometimes the strongest thing you can do is choose not to say anything at all.